everybody, and welcome to the Open Review Show. This time, it's all about the most racing game that I've played, although not covered on the channel, but I've played it a lot. And for those of you who are EA fans and racing games, yes, it's Real Racing 3. 2013 was its release, and now we're going to make sure we're going to thoroughly review it till the very end. First, here's the physics. Now watch this car. Understand what I mean? There is no downforce for road cars, and the in-game mechanics are only controlled by how much lateral g-forces can the car pull at the handling stat. Although this is an exception for these kind of cars, the lightweight track toys where you can easily grip, because these are very lightweight and they don't need any extra handling upgrades. As to what it is, handling upgrades to increase the car's handling. Yeah, there may be slight sliding, but if you go too fast into a corner, that's it, you'll be sliding into the gravel. That is the basic physics of Real Racing 3. Gotta brake, slow in and fast out. And this is a different rule for the Formula 1 cars because they have lots and lots of downforce, so you can literally burn that speed. You can go flying past the corners, there's no questions about that. So they mastered the physics perfectly there. As for the game modes, well, you have two single player modes, Motorsport and Road Collection. The Motorsport is where you can put all the best racings to this the way you want. Formula 1, GT, IMSA. You'll have to do it using the Motorsport currency, and this is where you usually find your Ferraris, Hondas and Nissans, which requires a separate currency. There's also seasons where there are time limited series, limited edition special events, time trials where you can play. But unfortunately these are pay to win events because they need you to upgrade the car and then win the car in the end. Try your luck if you upgrade the car. On most cases it doesn't need some. As for the multiplayer, well, I didn't play much of it, but it's a real good experience. Because I'm happy with the multiplayer, that's for sure, although I played a few races. And all the matchmaking and connection policy was good, except for this race where the connection was like a disconnect, which I won't show in this part. But overall, everybody who plays is through time shifting multiplayer, and I believe there's no crossplay because still Google and iOS are not happy with it. So multiplayer is okay if you have a fully upgraded car. Now about the sound, Real Racing 3 has perfected the sound over the updates. So I'm really happy that they actually managed to make the cars sound perfectly, although in some cases sound may have been copied, as with the next one we're going to show. Yes, that is the same exhaust note or the acceleration sound that you get in every electric car of Real Racing 3, except for the Renault one, Renault Desir concept, where they've actually made the sound. But you will get the same sound in electronics, so it's not good at all for a game. You put copy and paste remote control car sound from nowhere. As for the graphics, well, Real Racing 3's graphics were bland, also if the players hadn't updated it, but the recent update has now proved a good graphics overhaul. But I think at the time of 2013 the graphics may have been certainly good. But now it is good because there were new overhauls and updates in the graphics, so I'm happy with the graphics, even with the shadows. As for the car collection, well, take a look. Look at that. Can any car collection, or should I say car list, get bigger than this? And there's even customization for the cars as well, which you can happily change it from a stock factory showroom monster, stock factory showroom car to a real super monster. There are also upgrades. As I said earlier, you need to upgrade the cars heavily in special events. And the car list is brilliant, and so is the customization. Now for the verdict. Well, I have played a lot of Real Racing 3, and I can say this game is actually pretty good. The only where you lack is the special events, where everybody goes from being a no upgrade monster to a pay to win monster. But if you truly want to complete those challenges without even going off track, of course I know there are some YouTube channels who actually do it. They may have to upgrade like 3 stages or even nothing, and go ahead and do so. But if you want to play the most fairest means, Real Racing 3 doesn't have any choice but to upgrade those. Overall, the game is number 1, and it's a must recommend for any player starting out in the racing era or their racing life in mobile games. That's it for this review. See you guys in another review. Goodbye for now.